Good evening, I'm Meryl Friend and welcome to News Geelong on this wintry Wednesday the 25th of August. Tonight we share with you some innovative technologies being carried out on the Lawn Pier, harnessing the power of the waves to generate electricity. And of course all the latest news in local Geelong sport with Nathan Curry. And with the end of the footy season nearly upon us, we have the best and fairest vote count for the Whitley Medal in the GDFL. John Dunn speaks with Gary Lyon about his joint venture in racehorse rock stardom, a descendant of Makybe Diva, and Cal Lowther speaks with local footy coaches about finals. And we look at the winter weather forecast for the rest of the working week and into the weekend with Lani Salathiel. But first, it's been very interesting over the past few days since the federal election on Saturday. The seat of Corangamite is going down to the wire, with the postal votes becoming all-important between Sarah Henderson and Darren Cheeseman. However, the story was quite different in the seat of Corio, where Richard Miles looked safe from early on in the evening. News Geelong was there.
But the thing I most want to say, and I'm going to end this first speech at this point, is to really thank the people of Geelong. To thank the constituents of Corio and to thank the people of Geelong. I want to first make mention of the communities of Lara and Anarchy who have now voted for and I hope supported me in 2 elections. And I mention them specifically because given the redistribution it may well be that they don't have the opportunity to vote in a Corio election again. But I want to say that representing the people of Geelong, being the member for Corio, has been the great privilege of my working life, and to have been have been charged with the responsibility of representing this community for another 3 years in our National Parliament is the great honour of my working life. I know that in terms of the Labor Party here and the Geelong community in general, they have given to me in a way which I will never be able to give back in return. I am indebted to the party and I am indebted to the community. And while knowing that I will never be able to repay that debt, I absolutely give you my undertaking here that I will spend the next 3 years giving every fibre of my being to trying to do that. And finally, I'm going to make one thank you. There will be thank yous that I'll make a bit later in the evening, but one thank you that I do want to make right now is, of course, to my wonderful wife, Rachel, who is absolutely the love of my life. I thank her for allowing me to do this job. You make my life worth living. I love our life together, and I very much thank you for the support that you've given me. I couldn't be here without her. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy. I'll be coming back and giving another speech a bit later to the party faithful to give my thank yous at that point, but can I thank the friends from the media for being here.
The 16th Tournament of Mines competition was held at Deakin University in Warn Ponds over the weekend. 50 teams of 7 students from all over the state competed in the tournament, which is a lateral thinking and creative problem-solving event and also stresses teamwork, as Debbie Meaney reports.
Here at Deakin University at Warn Ponds, younger minds than normal were stretched at the Tournament of Mines. I spoke to a number of people involved in the tournament to tell us about it.
The biggest reason, it was started by the Victorian Association for Gifted and Talented Children, and that was because the brightest kids weren't being looked after in a way, they weren't being accommodated. But the other aspect is teamwork, and that's one really special thing. And in a way it's moved away from the gifted to everybody needs these creative lateral thinking skills.
And it began 23 years ago in Victoria. Where is it now?
Well, it's all over the country. It's in every state and territory. It's in New Zealand, it's in Singapore, and it's in Hong Kong.
And why do you think it's still so successful?
Because it offers something that unfortunately isn't fully in the curriculum. It's maybe coming in slowly, but we spend a lot of money looking after the ones who are disadvantaged, and we leave out sometimes thinking about the ones who we have to have challenged, because ultimately they're our brightest future.
So Renee, why did you become involved in this challenge?
Because I thought it would extend me with my learning and give me more opportunities to explore other things I wanted to explore.
And what have you learned about this challenge?
I learnt a lot about balance and how you could come up with a lot of different ideas.
And what did you enjoy most?
I enjoyed figuring out how to construct it when it was a very hard challenge with lots of explaining to do.
This is Debbie Meaney for News Geelong. at Deakin University.
Thank you, Debbie. Sacred Heart College won in all 4 divisions, and those 4 teams will now be eligible to compete in the state final in Melbourne in September. So good luck, girls. All across Australia, in primary and secondary schools, the joy of books and reading is being celebrated. This week is National Book Week, and students from all over the region are dressing up as their favourite book characters and enjoying all things literary. News Geelong visited St Leonard's Primary School.
We're celebrating Children's Book Week today, and so all our children are wearing hats representing different book characters. So I'm the jester from the Jolly Postman.
And this is happening across Victoria in all the schools. So what are some of the activities that the children will be involved with?
Well, today all of our staff members are doing some activities based on different books that have been nominated for the Children's Book of the Year award. So they'll be finding out and listening to a whole lot of the books that have been nominated, and also having a look at the books that have won the awards for this year.
Terrific. And do you think that this helps the children get into books a bit more with these special activities?
We think it does. We think it's really important that children learn to read well, and so it's important to do any sorts of activities that can promote reading, and hopefully the activities we do today will help children to be more enthusiastic about reading books.
Well, we had a parade around the school, and we came as our favourite book characters for each books, and we're doing heaps of activities that involve the books of the year and all those type of activities.
And who's your character?
A Mexican wrestler from Nacho Libre.
And Maddie, your character today?
Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh.
This is News Geelong here on Channel 31 Analogue and Digital 44 as we go to a break and return with more news after this.